So the original idea of this ride was just to give a bit back to commute users. I've been looking on there trying to find bridleways and then add them to commute. I did include 2 cafes, Commandery Coffee and the Fir Tree, which is where I went the other day for a nice steak and onion sandwich. So with any luck, gonna get some grub on the way. I haven't packed any food, just drink. So I'm relying on them, sort of. A bit muddy. Am I better off on here or in a track? Well, I'm gonna stay on here as long as it's okay. That's all right. The gate is actually relief because I get to stop and breathe, rest while I'm breathing all the way. Then these tracks are dry, so maybe this is better than the grass. Where does this come out? This is Darling's Green. Over the bridge then. The most stressful bit of my ride so far has been to get to here. Commandery Coffee. It's not open. So carry on. At least I've got the Fir Tree again later. So the first 5 miles there of the canal was pretty dull because it's just hedge on one side, hedge on another. And yes, there's hedge on this side, but coming up is some open land. So here, one side you can see the train track. Up ahead I can see a little church. Just makes it a bit more interesting coming through Worcester. I mean, it's not a lot to see, is there, in a town, in a city, I suppose. Probably gonna have to zoom in for that heron. Does the Fir Tree open on a Sunday? It does not. So that's 2 cafes I'll put on the route. Commandery and the Fir Tree, neither open. I'm gonna go hungry today. This is a bridleway. Is it one that I found on commute, or is it one that somebody had already found? I would say horses are still using this bridleway. Oh, boggy here. This is not necessarily rideable at the moment. Maybe, just no. When you drop down into one of them, those holes, the hoof holes, you catch a pedal. So this is one I found. Definitely not worth doing. Not for fun anyway. I mean, it gets me somewhere, but it's going to get me there slowly. There we go. So at the end of all that mud, you can get back on and ride until you get to the log. This is probably a coming off occurrence. No, well done me. Crikey, my arms. I'm getting battered along here. So that's what I've come down. And that's the sort of stuff when I had my road bike, my road shoes. My road bike wasn't going to get me through that sort of stuff. But also, when I was thinking, oh, I've got to put my foot down, I knew I wouldn't be able to clip. I knew I wouldn't be able to clip out. So I tended to go with the pushing sooner than I needed to. Whereas now, if I start tumbling, I can just put a foot down because I've got my flat shoes. So I can probably ride up this bit. Stop waffling on. Oh, hello. A victim of the strong winds recently, I'm imagining. There we go. Oh, brambles in the face. Can I make it through that? Yes, I can. Oh, sheep scared the life out of me. The next path goes down the side of that field, I think. There's a gate just the other end. It's quite hard because at the start of a lot of these bridle paths, there is no sign saying it's a bridle path. But then the further you get along, you see the little blue tags. And I wonder to myself, is it not at the start of the bridle path because the farmer would rather you didn't know? So what is it he's growing here? I mean, at first it looks like grass, but there's a lot of stuff that's sprouting up that definitely isn't. So it must be crops of some sort, but I don't know anything about crops or veg. Guessing it's veg. I don't know. Interesting though. But I'm by the foe mast, so it's time for a mobile signal check, I believe. As expected, not great. So I don't know if masts belong to certain mobile companies, but I've only got 2 little bars and 4G. I don't know if you're allowed to stop and snack on a bridleway, but I didn't find anywhere. Been past 2 cafes, both shut. So I'm gonna stop and have a few bridleways, a few jelly babies. Take my leg warmers off because it's getting nice and sunny. Then crack on. Right, jelly baby's gone. Let's go. Back on the bridle path I've just got off, because a mile down the road I noticed my tripod wasn't in the little pouch that it lives in, which means I've got to go down this slope and then back up that bank to try and find it. Oh dear, of course I had a big bump. I didn't think, oh, have I got everything? I just carried on. I can see it lying in the middle of the path just there. That little black thing. There he is. There you are, look, right after the big old light. So that sign isn't where it says there's a ford. If the road's flooded, don't cross it. It's further on downhill. But luckily, there's a bridge here. So that's how I'm going to get across. Gate's only got 1 inch. I was worried it was going to fall off. It just rests on that step there. That walker that went past me at the bridge, I've been faffing around so much. He's all the way up here. I've done half a mile. He's done half a mile as quick as I have. Granted, he's not stopping to do some filming and pumping his bike tyre up, is he? But still, he's walking pretty brisk. This is a bit too hoofy. I'm bouncing around quite a bit going up here. It's even tricky pushing the bike. It's hurting my hand. I mean, if I could ride on this little narrow stretch, it probably is all right. Oh, I've got a back wheel puncture as well. She's just about, oh my God. It's just about, forget it. This is the point of trying out new places, isn't it? With these shoes, I can walk a lot easier. That's the point. I mean, the bike keeps getting stuck in hoof prints. And my socks keep getting tangled with brambles. But it's not chucking it there, rain. Bloody peckish though. I wouldn't mind some food. Look at that. You couldn't ride through that with an e-bike. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, thanks for that. Left onto this road. Here's another one. Where does this go? What the hell does it look like? Oh, we'll let them through first. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Perfect. Do you want to get the other end and open the other one? Oh, there's a bite to catch. I mean, I've got a puncture, but I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. Hello there. How you doing? Pardon? No, that's the trouble, isn't it? Yeah, and you don't want her to go so mad, they knock you off either, do you?
No, definitely not.
If you're a mountain biker, you can go down that first. We just at the bottom of there. Sometimes, when you get to my age,
Yeah.
it's easier to just do this. Oh. Yeah, it's here. How you doing?
That's extreme.
It's all right for him. And this track is just between Sevenstoke and Upton on 7. Over there to the right is the Pepper Pot and the church spire. It's just lovely what you find not far from your own doorstep. But it's traffic free, it's just... That was a fly. Ah, that wasn't nice. Herald number 2 for the day. Nearly home now. Calorie deprived, but not from fault of mine. I didn't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I should have googled whether the cafes were open. The jelly babies were nice and everything, but they don't last 7 hours. 3 drinks. Lovely ride. I must be doing something right. I've had another puncture. Don't know where I'm planning my next one or when I'm planning my next one. Just because I've got to pick up my trainer road training plan and pick up the half marathon training. Because that's only 3 weeks tomorrow. This is the which way. I often wonder which way. This is a nice little bridleway. Not far from home, and look at that collection of animals. 3 horses, 2 goats and a sheep. Happily cohabiting. Mr. Putin, it can work. Don't have to all be the same. You can just share the planet. I haven't seen many people today. Except for on the canal between Worcester and Droitwich, that was fairly busy. It's been lovely. There's that lad on his bike. He wanted to share details and join up for rides. Didn't have the heart to tell him it takes me twice as long to do one because of this. I'm really keen not to spook this horse who looks like he's stuck. I think one of his... No, he's all over this side. I don't want to spook him because if he kicks me, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Because I've seen how big a hole they leave in the bridleways. So I'm just going to gently walk past, I think. I'm just going to finally go past. You're absolutely beautiful, aren't you? Yeah. Look at you. I think that's made my day. I don't know a lot about horses, but you're a lovely one. I'd talk to you all day. You'd listen to my rubbish, wouldn't you? Yeah. Got a lot of rubbish, mine. I think you probably have climbed over the fence, haven't you? Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking to you as if you're real. Well, you're real. You're a real horse, aren't you? But you can't understand me. Anyway, I'm gonna still humanise you and say ta-ra. 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 We humanise all sorts of animals, don't we? Talk to them as if they're human. Who started that? I can't Google that, can I?